Go to Destination Station. This buddy is the bomb.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
Fucking A.
Yep.
I had to say that for a reason.
Freddie, take that, motherfucker.
All right. Okay. Fuck you. Yeah. Jamie Kennedy. Subscribe to my man, Destination Station right now if you want the best content.
Welcome to Destination Station. As always, I'm Destin. Thank you for clicking on this video. Subscribe to Destination Station if you want Scream, Halloween, and everything in between. And follow me on all my socials. All the links are down in the description below. And today we got some news from our very own Guy Busick, the writer of Scream 7, among others. He just gave some news. We're going to go over it today. This is actually legit, not something that you would see on other people's YouTube channels. Like, seriously, fuck Beyond the Mask. Well, there's a lot of people out there that love Behind the Mask, okay? And I was one of those too. Until I started seeing that he puts out fake-ass shit out there and also steals other people's content shit. And I'm not trying to start a YouTube war or anything here, but it's pretty obvious.
Fuck you!
No, man. And other YouTubers even pointed this out. But yeah. Going on to this, let's talk about some actual news that we actually got some facts here. I can already hear some of his followers and haters hate me in this comment section. So, you know what I have to say to you? Shut the fuck up. Let's talk about some legit Scream 7 news. Okay, Guy Busick goes on to say, I don't want to give anything away about the reason Scream 7 had to be a Sydney movie because there's a really cool reason. In all these movies, you have to ask, why now? What is the thing Scream is commenting on now? Scream is always in the conversation with the audience about the state of movies, the state of horror movies, and in particular, franchises. Guy goes on to say, there's a really specific reason why Sydney is in this movie. I will say there's a reason, and we are happy with it when we cracked it. Busick continues to say, we went to Nev Campbell and said, this is why. This is why Sydney now. Nev was like, oh, I get that. I pitched Kevin Williamson this first two. He got it and then pitched it to the studio. Busick stopped short of revealing the setting for Scream 7, but he did state that the film is not set in New York and that Courtney Cox, Gail Weathers will be the one to bring Chad and Mindy Meeks to the new location where a fresh round of horror is unfolding. It's not New York, he reveals. I don't want to be the one to spoil where it is. It's an unspecified amount of time. I might get contradicted by other people, but in my mind, more than 2 years. I would say at least 2 years. It could be 2 years, but I would say 2 years plus. Oh, Guy, why so encryptive? Just tell us what it is, man. So a lot of people are going around here saying that this is set 2 years after, and when you read that, it kind of does sound like that. It's at least 2 years, but it could be more, okay? Because we know that Sidney Prescott has a daughter, which is like 16 or 17 years old, and we did not see that in Scream 5, and she wasn't in Scream 6, but it looked like she had such younger kids in a stroller in Scream 5. So, was there another daughter that we did not see? Because if this is only 2 years after the events of Scream 6, that means that that was only 3 years after the events of Scream 5, and the math ain't mathing. Make it make fucking sense. Just say that is the case. You know, maybe she did have another daughter to kind of bring into this, and we just didn't see her just because she wasn't in that one little spot that we saw whenever Dewey calls her in Scream 5. That's fine. But you could also say that this is still taking place like 10 years after or something like that. You know, we do have Mindy Meeks and Chad Meeks back in the mix, and we do see now that Gail will bring them to wherever we're at this location now with Sydney. So are they working with Gail now? Are they part of the news crew? Have they started this horror podcast that there's been, speculation and rumors about that? I think that's kind of cool. Like if Chad and Mindy are like helping out and the new cameraman and camerawoman or whatever and helping Gail out. I think that's kind of cool. Bring back Joel the cameraman. I mean, I think it's really cool, like that's a cool way to bring the whole squad back together. And there's a lot of rumors that this is Indiana. So I think that's where we are actually going to end up for most of the part. But a lot of people are saying that there might be Ghostface attacks across the nation or whatever. Maybe some in New York, maybe some in Woodsboro. But God just, said it right here. We're not in New York. So I think it's going to be a kind of a really cool way and unique way of how they're going to build this. And then now that they're talking about a Scream 8, is this going to leave off of on a cliffhanger? cliffhanger? Do you like this idea? You know, at least we're getting something is going on with Scream 7, because this one is a question mark, you know, and we want to know how all these returning characters are going to play out and who else is returning, you know. Let me know in the comment section below how you feel about all this, and do you think he's being honest about this? Do you think this is 2 years after, or he says 2 years, or what does he say, 2 years plus? So he might be just toying with this. This still might be like 5 or 8 years later down the road. You know, we don't know. 2 years plus, he's just being kind of vague. But a lot of people are speculating that this is just 2 years after the events of Scream 6. So let me know in the comment section below what you think about that. Once again, fuck Beyond the Mask. You know, discuss further, be a part of Scream Talk every Friday night, 8 p.m. Central. I'll put a link up here, and it'll be a link down in the description below. Be a part of that conversation every Friday night, 8 p.m. Central.
Friday night at 8, and I will not be late. She might be my mate. That would be so great. Great, 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 great. And I can hardly wait.
It's a good time. Scream Talk is back, and I love your faces. Subscribe to this channel for more Scream content, and I love your fucking face, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys. I'll be right fucking back.
I'll be right back.